This is Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Dumping it off for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. They'll run with a rookie. It's Boston Scott. And, right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run on first down. Scott, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They keep it with Davis on first down. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
56.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Underneath to Davis. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A first down carry for Davis. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Scott, he'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Detroit! Detroit!
Allen going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The former Pro Bowler Glover Quinn there making the play. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, Rudolph. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Bills getting set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Charles Harris in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to go down again. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
And some space here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. So out now come the Lions. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down carry here for Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he gets it down to the 32. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trent Murphy. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Throwing is Allen on third. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rudolph. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Here's Rudolph now on second down. He's going to launch this thing way down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are in for 6. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. here's Prater now set to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, here's Allen. Benjamin's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Lucky 56.
Here comes a first down throw for Rudolph. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They will snap it to Rudolph. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Parker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And here come the Bills. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Oh, he's got a little daylight. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So here come the Lions now. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spear.
Touchdown, Detroit! Devontae Parker with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Man open left side is Brown. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Throwing on first down is Allen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Allen looks to throw on second down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Flushed out right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Right there in coverage, the veteran Cam Chancellor. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To the air, Allen forced out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Ziggy Ansah in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They go to Johnson again. And he's got room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 31 yards there and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Here's Pirone. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. It's caught, Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Dumping it off for Johnson. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball, his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
Well, they're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Again, it's Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Rudolph now to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Allen throwing on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Allen now on first down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 2nd down, Johnson. And some room to work. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But
this is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout-out to our crew. In these elements, of us, it made
their third win on the campaign as they move to 3-11.